Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you'll be listening to a sleep hypnosis session that was created for children. That doesn't mean that only children will benefit from this sleep hypnosis session. More that that's who I was thinking of when I created the actual session. The reason that anyone could benefit is that it integrates ideas like children's characters and talking bunny rabbits, but also the idea of a bedtime story, for many people, accesses the regression element of feeling what it would feel like to be a child, feeling safe and secure and hearing a bedtime story. The storytelling itself and the nature of a fairy tale is also an anchor for normally, and excluding, let's say, stressful childhoods, but normally it's a unique time in our lives where we don't have to worry or think about too much. It's just you go to bed and you fall asleep. So this is created for children, and part of the inspiration for this particular session was that on Spotify you can answer the question, what do you think of the show? And I had a lovely message from a mum that said that one of my sleep hypnosis sessions for children's that I did a long time ago, I think about a year or two ago, is part of their bedtime routine, and they listen every single night. So I thought, what a lovely reason to create a new one. So what I like about this session is that it integrates principles of sleep that work at a psychological level. For the hypnotherapist listening, it has lots and lots of embedded commands and disassociation, lots of metaphor, lots of nested loops and things that take you deeper into a trance. But for children, it's just a cute story about a bunny rabbit that their brain thinks a bit too much. They don't sleep as easily as the rest of the animals, so they go on a quest to find 5 enchantments, and these enchantments give them secrets to amazing sleep. So whether you're a child or an adult, this session should help you to fall into a nice, relaxing, rejuvenating sleep. I've taken on board the feedback I've had from other sleep hypnosis sessions, so you're not going to have the outro. And at the end of the hypnosis session, I've got about 7 or 8 minutes of just relaxing music, so it doesn't immediately after the hypnosis session end suddenly have an awakening or have anything else. It's designed for sleep. So child, teenager, adult, whatever you are, hopefully this session you find relaxing and enjoyable. So ideally, you want to be listening to this in bed. I don't normally recommend that, but listen to this session in bed, ideally right before you sleep. And if it's helpful, keep listening whenever you go to bed, as the more you do it, the more effective it will be. So get cozy in bed, relax, and enjoy this session as you drift off into sleep. take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a warm, cozy feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow feelings of worry and stress, any thoughts that have been playing on your mind, just allow everything to leave your body in that outward breath. So you can breathe in and breathe out. And perhaps you're in a comfortable place, maybe a bed. And on the next outward breath, if they aren't already closed, just allow your eyelids to close. And as they close, feel how wonderful it would feel to feel comfortably relaxed. Breathing in and breathing out, and perhaps noticing any tingling sensations in your fingers or your toes. And maybe if you try really hard, you can feel your heart beating. Perhaps the sound of your own breath. So breathe in and breathe out and feel that it's safe for you to let go. And I wonder if it's possible for you to use the power of your imagination just for fun, to imagine being a fluffy bunny rabbit. And I want you to imagine you're a fluffy bunny rabbit living in a magical world. And I want you to imagine that there is a big slide. You're at the top of the slide. And I want you to imagine how fun it would be to slide down the slide. But all the while you're sliding down the slide, you're feeling more and more relaxed and more sleepy, until you finally get to the bottom of the slide. And then in a sleepy, relaxed way, you could explore this magical world. But for now, just imagine being at the top of that very long slide. Maybe look down and see your fluffy paws and feel what it would feel like to hop towards the top of this slide. And as I count down from 5 to 1, you will imagine sliding down this very long slide. So let's do that now. 5. Having a hop and just feeling the wonderful feeling of sliding downwards. Finding it easier to breathe in and breathe out. That's it, feeling deeper and deeper relaxed. Sliding all the way down the slide. 4. Deeper and deeper relaxed. That's it. Arms and legs feeling heavier and heavier. Breathing deeper and slower. 3 turns to 2. Continuing to slide down, further down. This very long slide. 2 and then 1. Arms and legs feeling so heavy, and you feel like you'd want to yawn. And if you want to yawn, then yawn, but just imagine yawning as you slide down this very long slide. And then imagine you get to the bottom of the slide and you feel relaxed and sleepy, but you're not yet asleep. And I want you to imagine in this magical world is a very, very comfortable bed. Imagine hopping all the way to this bed and climbing under the covers, feeling your long ears and fluffy head on a soft pillow. And I want you to imagine that someone in this magical world is reading you a story. And maybe it's an old wise rabbit. You're tucked up in bed, and the old wise rabbit opens that storybook and starts to read. And as they read, every word, every sentence seems to make you more and more drowsy, more and more sleepy, like your eyelids are getting heavier and heavier. Every paragraph creates a desire to yawn and just become cozier and cozier and sleepier and sleepier. And you can hear the wise old rabbit as they start their story. In the heart of the Greenwood Forest, where the leaves sang lullabies to the wandering breezes, there was a little fluffy bunny named Willow. His fur was woven from the silver threads of moonbeams, and his eyes, two sparkling sapphires in the soft light of the stars. And every night, as the woodland choir serenaded the coming of the moon, all creatures, big and small, would snuggle into their nests, their dens, their cozy bed of leaves, all but Willow, whose thoughts hopped around like playful kids, refusing to settle down and let the day end. But on this night, a night spangled with stars like scattered dreams, Willow felt a whisper in his heart, a gentle urging to seek the secrets of slumber, to embark on a quest for the 5 enchantments of sleep. The first enchantment awaited in the embrace of the old oak tree, whose ancient roots whispered stories of the earth deep into the night. "Breathe with me," the oak murmured to Willow, its voice a rustling lullaby. "Inhale the night's tranquility, and exhale the daylight's noise." Willow breathed in a deep, languid breath, and as he did, a feeling of calmness began to wrap around him like a soft, velvety blanket, pulling him closer to the land of dreams. With each breath, Willow's world slowed, and the oak's hypnotic suggestion to relax, just relax, echoed in his fluffy ears. His muscles loosened, his worries floated away on the breeze, and his little heart began to beat in time with the slow rhythm of the sleeping forest. Willow hopped gently on, his paws treading softly on the mossy carpet of the woods, until he came to the second enchantment, the babbling brook, whose waters sang a lullaby of pure serenity. "Listen to my melody," the brook whispered, its voice a soothing caress. "Let my song flow through you, carrying away your restlessness." Willow listened, and the water's song became a chant, a mantra that coursed through him, washing over his mind with waves of drowsiness. As the brook sang, Willow felt the soft command of sleep becoming stronger, more insistent, telling him it's easy to let go, to just drift into sleep. The third enchantment glittered above him, where the stars weaved patterns of dreams in the sky. Gaze upon us, they twinkle down at Willow. Let our celestial glow guide your journey into sleep. Willow's gaze met the heavens, and as he did, his eyelids grew heavy, drooping with the weight of 1,000 sweet dreams, each one whispering, "Sleep now, sleep." Beneath the tapestry of night, the fourth enchantment whispered to Willow from the caress of the night breeze. It danced through his fur, a whisper of coolness saying, "Feel the night's embrace, the comfort of darkness, the soft bed of earth beneath you." Willow felt the embrace, and with it came a lulling sense of security, a promise that in sleep he would be safe, he would be warm, he would be at peace. But the most powerful enchantment of all, the fifth whisper, was the magic spell of sleep, which Willow found in a clearing lit by the silver glow of the moon. In the center grew a circle of night-blooming jasmine, their fragrance a potent spell that filled the air with the scent of dreams. Breathe in our essence, the flowers intoned. Let it fill your being with the magic of sleep. Willow inhaled, and as he did, the spell wrapped around him, a cocoon of fragrance that whispered, "Sleep, deep and true, sleep." And there, in the heart of the spell, Willow began to recite the incantation he had learned from the whispers of the forest. By the quiet of the oak, by the brooks serene evoke, by the stars' soft dreamy cloak, by the breezes gentle stroke, by the jasmine's spell bespoke, I invite the sleep's yoke. As the spell unfolded from his lips, each word a droplet of hypnotic suggestion, Willow's adventure merged into a dream within a dream. His body felt light, his mind felt clear, and a sensation of floating wrapped around him, as if he were a leaf on the wind, drifting down into the deepest realms of sleep. And in this story, just as Willow found his enchantments of sleep, perhaps you too are surrounded by whispers and spells that invite you into a restful night. So breathe deeply, listen to the silence, gaze into the darkness with trust, feel the comfort of your bed, and let the scent of your room enchant you. So breathe in and breathe out and notice how calm and relaxed you feel. Notice how effortless it is to feel so relaxed. And whether you decide to believe you're still in that magical land where bunny rabbits can go on adventures, or if you imagine that you're back in your own body, either way, allow your mind to relax even deeper as you now feel that it's okay to just drift off into a restful, natural sleep.